going on, YouTube? Charlie Mo's back at you with another video. Today I'm going to talk about how I fell in love with a girl at Pizza Hut. Now, when I first started working for Pizza Hut, I was getting real crummy hours. I was working Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11. So I got about 8 hours a week. Now, other people came up to me and told me, I should just quit. But, 8 hours ain't shit. But I said, it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. So, I was working one day, and the manager came up to me and she said, we're running low on dough. When you're off at 11, can you stay a little bit later? Help us, prep up some dough. No problem. I was like, I can use the hours or whatever. I said, I'll do it. So, when I got off at 11 from my cleaning job, I went back there and told the manager, I said, I'm done with my job. I was like, what do you want me to do? So she went back there and showed me how to prep up dough and what old dough she needed and everything. And, so I said, I can do it. So I started working on prep. Now the next weigh in came in at noon. So, I never met the second weight or whatever, because all I knew was the opening cook, opening manager, opening weight. Besides that, I didn't have the chance to work with anybody else. Anybody else, I didn't work with. So I was back to doing prep, and, I heard her come in, and, heard her say something, and instantly, I fell for it. I fell really hard for this girl. So I made a promise to myself, cause she walked around the corner and I seen her, and my heart skipped a beat. Heart skipped a beat or whatever, I just amazed by her. She really, struck a chord with me. So I said, I said two things are gonna happen. Number one, I'm gonna get more hours. I'm gonna work my ass off, and I'm gonna get more hours. Number two, I wanna know her. Everything that there is to know about this woman, I wanted to know about it. And I'll do whatever it takes. So I worked really hard at my job, and I got promoted, from cleaner to cleaning captain, to dishwasher, prep cook, open buffet manager, open cook, team member trainer, team member trainer, and management. So, I worked very hard to get the, where I was able to work with her more. And, every time I seen her, instantly I fell more and more in love with this girl. Now everybody else is coming to me, because she would rub up against me like a cat, or whatever. She would, how you doing, and rub up on me. And she never rubbed up, she never said that things that she said to me to anybody else. So I said, she must feel me somehow. She must have, feelings anywhere. But, the managers or the clerks or the waits came to me and said, she's playing you, man. She's playing you. If you don't let her pray you, she doesn't like you that way, or whatever. It's just, a game to her. But, I didn't listen to him. I did not listen to him, because I said there gotta be something there. So, I really thought there was something there. Because she would flirt with me, I flirt with her, all the time. And, the other people I work with, they shook their heads, because they knew that, I wasn't listening to what they were saying. I didn't listen to a word they were saying, because they knew that, I had strong feelings for her. Now, a couple years later, her and her boyfriend broke up. So I asked her out on a date, and my amazing, she said yes. She said, I'll do that. So we went on a date, and I thought it ended good. I had a banquet that I had to go to, so that's what she went to me on a date with. So I was like, cool. So I was very happy, very happy. So the next time we worked together, I brought it up and said, would you, and her phone rang, and it was her ex, and they got back together on the phone. And and I was sitting in the back talking with her, and when she got started talking to him, I went, just up front to clock in. And so I clocked in. I started, working on a prep table, making pizzas. Here she comes up, rubbing up all on me or whatever, and flirting with me. And I'm thinking to myself, did you just not get back with your boyfriend? I was like, you coming up there and you're trying to get me to feel something that ain't there. But I said, I didn't tell her to stop because, I was in love with her. So, it went on and on and on for a while. And finally she came to me and she said that, she transformed stores because she's moving out of town with her boyfriend and she won't be able to work at our store no more. She has to work at the one in her area. So I was like, crap. I was like, my reasons of getting, so good at this job because I wanted to get more hours and I could be around her. I wanted to know about her. I wanted everything that I could know about this woman. I wanted to know. So I was a little, really, really sad that, I wouldn't be working with her no more. So when she left, she looked at me and said, I'd like to keep in contact with you. It's like, call me, text me, and at the time I had her on my Facebook. She said, message me on Facebook. I really want to know what's going on with you, and I'd like to keep in touch with you. So I was like, no problem. I was like, I can do that. So, I called her, no answer. She never called me back. I texted her, never texted me back. I messaged her on Facebook, never messaged me back. No, nothing at all. So, I started thinking about what the other manager said about her playing me. Because, she would never want to hang out after work. When we're not working or whatever. She always made some damn excuse why she couldn't hang out with me or whatever. And again, I was so in love, I didn't care. Her sound of her voice, her presence, her aura that she was putting out, meaning the energy or the feeling that she gave you, stopped me from thinking straight. So I started thinking about her, and I was thinking about the way she was treating me, the way she was acting, and I said, it's a game to her. She's getting off on, by making me feel this way. Plain and simple. I'm not going to do it no more. Ain't going to have it no more. So again, I promised myself I'm going to get more hours. And I promised myself I was going to know more about her, get to know her, whatever. And I promised myself again, another promise, another thing I told myself, I'm never going to let another woman play me like she played me. I learned my lesson. It is not happening. So, I kind of blew her off or whatever, and I started working really, really hard at my job, and I got promoted to, team member trainer, and so I started training everybody, focus on the job and trying to put her behind me or whatever, but, every time I hear her name, or another woman called her name, or her name came up, I thought of her, and my heart skipped a beat. I could not stop thinking about her. So, even though, I thought about her, I wanted to, keep in contact, hear her voice, her message. She never, liked me that way. It was all a game to her. So, I got upset. So I said, whatever. So, I worked very, very hard at my job, training people. And, about a year later, the manager came to me, the GM came to me because, we are friends. He helped me get the job. Came to me and said, oh, we'll want to transfer back. Do you have any objections to it? Now, me being a professional I said, no, I don't know, because you said, I know how, what she done to you or whatever. And I said, it don't matter what she done to me. I had to leave that stuff out the door. I said she is a very good weight, very good, worker, that it would be a plus to the store if you let her come back or whatever. Don't worry about how I feel about her. You know, think of the store was good for a Pizza Hut. Plain and simple. Now when she came back, she was 8 months pregnant. So she worked like 2, 3 weeks and she had her kid, so she went on maternity leave. And so I was like, okay, whatever. So she would come back, and she was lazy. She wasn't like she used to be or whatever. She was a whole different worker or whatever. And so she had her son, and she would always do, because she was a manager. The boss came and said, she's a server, but she's a manager. So you have to give up some of your management days to her when she comes back. But I can put you as a cook on her shift. Do you have a problem with that? I don't got a problem with that. I was like, if she's as good manager as she's good as weight, it'd be a plus to the store. So I don't mind giving up my hours as manager as long as you put me on cook on those days. He said he could. So when she came out to the store, after she had her son, she was lazy. She wasn't the same type of worker she was when she left. She was kind of lazy. So that really, really upsetted me. So, and I gave up some of my management days and I was working as cook. So went on a couple of weeks, and we was doing it, and I noticed that she was kind of lazy. She wasn't working hard or whatever. And the other employees came up to me and said, hey, I got a problem with her, and just started saying things. And I was in love with her, but she gave me a reason not to like her. Because I only knew it was a game to her. I always knew it was a game to her. So they come up to me, complaining and moaning and groaning about how she's lazy or whatever. She doesn't want to do anything. She just wants to sit on her ass and collect the paycheck. And I said, why are you coming up to me complaining about the way she's doing the job? I can't do anything about it. I said, you have to go to the boss. Let the boss know and let the boss deal with this situation that's going down. Because I can't do anything about it. Now, I think that I would, as a cook, I tell her straight up, I need help and you're going to help me. It's like, you need to get off your ass and you need to assist me. I don't care what other people think or, how you work with other people. I know when you work with me, you're going to do your job. Plain and simple. Like me, hate me, or whatever, despise me, but, you're here to do a damn job. You're going to do your job no matter what. So she would, hate on me. And, so she started reducing pumping milk in the back, and she would never allow any guys. Now, 90%, if not more, like, we only had about 3 or 4 females working there, counting her. So, she'd be in the back pumping milk or whatever, and, she'd spend 2, 3 hours pumping milk. And, the guys who would get thirsty or, they want to grab something to eat, and she was like, you ain't coming back here, I'm pumping milk. So, the guys couldn't get something to drink, couldn't get any food to eat, or snack on, couldn't do anything, because she's back there pumping milk. Now, when it came to me, I didn't give a care if she was pumping milk or whatever. I didn't, I knew my pop was in the back, so when I got thirsty, I went back there and dropped me some of my pop. And she said, what are you doing? I'm pumping milk. I'm like, if you want privacy, go to the effing bathroom or whatever. But if my pop's back here, I get thirsty and I want to drink, I'm gonna come back in and get me a pop. Give me some of my drink or whatever. And if I'm hungry and they got food back here, I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna eat some of that food or whatever. You know, if you want privacy, go to the bathroom. But I'm sorry, you know, cover it up with a towel, you know, do everything. But I didn't come out here to see your titty or whatever. I came back here because I was thirsty, because I was hungry, and, you know, I needed something, you know, to satisfy me. You don't like it? Oh well, plain and simple. And she got really, really heated at me. So, you know, it went on like that for a while, a couple months, and, you know, she got desperate. She would always try to, like, get the weight out early, and she was manager slash weight because she needed money to get diapers, to get this. So, you know, a couple other people, you know, I work with, and so about three of us, you know, would go out there and you get her diapers or baby wipes or, you know, something to help the kid out. And, you know, us three really, really didn't like her. Really didn't like her at all or whatever, because the way she acted, the way she ran shifts, the way she treated people or whatever. But all I knew is that baby had nothing to do with the situation between me and her mother. You know, that baby needed something. So, you know, it's my job as a man, when I see a baby in need or if someone needs help, I'm going to step in and I'm going to do, you know, do what the mother or what her ain't doing. You know, I'm going to do it. And, you know, so I got her, you know, diapers, baby wipes, you know, toys, and, you know, things like that. And, you know, I didn't do it because, you know, of her, or like her opinions for her. I didn't do it because the opinions were out the door. The opinions were out the door when she came back. You know, she tried to, you know, do that worry dubby shit on me again or whatever, and I'm like, hold up. I'm like, back up. It ain't like it used to be. I was like, let's keep this professional. Don't be rubbing up on me. Don't be saying my name like, you know, flirty or whatever. Because that shit ain't happening no more. Plain and simple, it ain't happening. So, you know, she got mad. But when I was around her or whatever, I so felt that feeling of, you know, of warmth, of passionate or whatever. But I have to say it's just a game to her. I ain't gonna give in, I ain't gonna, you know, it ain't happening no more. Ain't happening. And, you know, when I told her this, she got very, very upset. But like I said, I'm not playing your game no more. You can't do it to me no more. So, you know, about a year later, she quit, and she said she wanted to do another job, or she didn't want to spend no more time. I didn't care if she left. You know, I cared when she first left, you know, whatever, because, you know, she made me, it's the main reason why I worked so hard to get promoted, to get the hours, because I wanted to be around her. But now, I couldn't wait till my day up, so I couldn't, so I didn't have to be around her, so I wouldn't have to hear her name, anything like that. But, you know, that's what it is. But anyway, that's my story. Peace out, homie. Have a good day. Charlie March will see you on the flip side, people.